is episode 8 of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. We're in the process of
Sunday the time of the recording, so hope you're enjoying your day.
Happy Sunday, Lord's Day. It's almost over by now. It's 9 o'clock, but it's always every day is a Lord's Day. We're in the middle of investigating Sayaka's death. We're in the trash room because we found a piece of cloth that was left with some blood on it, and this dude over here is talking about Dragon Ball. You saved people, that's all step in that dragon will put in front of you and grant you a single lick. Killing is the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and slow you a glimpse of the future. It's just like that Nina girl who's on a quest to find that one guy. What is he talking about? He could have just left, bruh. He get on my nerves too. I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? Alright, hear me out. There's only one person it could be. They should all be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. Hear me out. Shadow crystal ball. Oh, it's a crystal ball. So Hero. But I don't think he did that. He'd be too high. Hear me out, right? Hear me out. The ball, because the only person who could open the door is Hifumi. Hifumi wasn't out at night. So Leon's the ultimate bass pro, right? Because we obviously know it's Leon because she wrote his name. Leon's the ultimate baseball pro. So he stole that crystal ball from wherever it was at, threw it at the button, and used the incinerator that way. Because he used precise aim because he's a baseball star.
Check that one.
This is incinerator's way in the back of the trash room. It's probably good 30 feet.
Incinerator's crazy, bro. Holy.
And it's on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes,
Oh, wait, that's
indeed.
shoot. Simple setup. You press the green button to get
That
going,
button is not yellow.
and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be able to clean it. So make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was how flashes come out sound here.
Was it a fairy?
It's a work of a fairy.
I'm gonna kill him.
Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? A fairy? She was a fairy. Yup.
She was a fairy. Yup. She was a fairy. Yup. She was a fairy. With a fatty, I'm my daddy. He want grab it, he want smack it, he want have it.
Time you were here, the incinerator was off. I guess that's that screen in the face. I got one thing going for me from my memory.
I feel as if
Yesterday, I was appointed as I came down to check the place out, and it definitely wasn't on there. I haven't seen it back. I haven't been back in the trash since then. It's certainly the only one who has the key to open the gate.
Most suspicious.
Spit in your mouth. God.
Incinerator. Bro, I'm talking with my job parallel, so it should be simple. The incinerator on. Yes. Bro, use the bottom of your jaw and move it to the right, and then clench your teeth. That's how I'm talking.
Oh, so you're talking like this. Oh. So that means you're able to switch on that incinerator without opening the gate.
Why are you making Makoto British, dude? But how is that possible? You making everyone British. Incinerator has been added to your troop bullets. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I fear last, the incinerator was off, and the glass shards and burnt clothes weren't.
The unforgivable!
Confessing soon? Why me?
That's it. I'm sure of it.
Everyone already knows he did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living out one of his common defenses. Yeah, it does. Let's get away from this freak, man. Let's go talk to Hero. Where is Hero? They're in my room. Leon and them are not. Where is Hero? Toko. Hero. Okay, back to the gym. Alright, let's talk to Hiro. Hiro and Chihiro are in the same room. They ain't moved the body yet. Come on now, y'all. They just been sitting here looking at it. Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something? No. My eyes start to wear off. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get here right now. Hiro, snap out of it. You got a blunt? Kodo, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. Like, who had it? But it's all smashed. What
the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed and it was unbreakable, but I was high at the time, so I don't know. So how did it break?
What?
It was just made of glass, not crystal. Dude, that guy totally duped me, but it was kind of easy to do so because I was high out of my mind, dude. He said it belonged to the pillars of history, Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that all seriously BS? Yeah, let's put that to the side now. So you can say without a doubt that this belongs to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. That's in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Okay. Shadow Crystal Ball has been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Thanks, Hiro. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved. Oh wait, I started talking like a filmy. Hold on. Everything I saved up, fortune telling for 2 full years, came out to be like Hold on, brother. You just got $1 million in your pocket?
I think he needs $1 million yen. So that's not that much.
$1 million? That's pretty cheap. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Lay off the drugs, man. Don't do drugs, kids. Let's talk to Chihiro. Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something. Huh? Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote a number 111037, even though it clearly says Leon. Do you have any idea what these numbers might be? Like, could they be a code? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks for trying. Even if she doesn't know. Or maybe she could know more than she's letting on. Nah, it couldn't be. She ain't capable of killing nobody. She don't got it in her. She don't got it in her. I don't believe so.
Or maybe she fucked with the person that did.
Nah. She don't really talk to nobody except the other girls. And maybe Mondo.
Oh, we're just assuming it's Leon. This could be a full fucking plot twist the whole time it's Goku.
Excuse me, sorry. Oh, I went in the classroom. This is where Toko hiding. Yeah. So, where should I go now? I guess I could go back into... I guess I can go back and tell Kyoko what I found in the room. Where can I teleport at? Oh, I guess right here. Okay. I could go. Yeah, let me go back into the room. My photo, yeah. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. What?
That's because everyone's a murder scene now, buddy.
Oh, he switched it. This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room was switched. So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Dorm nameplates have added to the True Bullet selection of your handbook. Okay, now let's go in then. Let's tell Kyoko what we found. I feel like it's important that she's not in the room. Where is she at? What the? She just went on. Where is she at? Well, she's gone. Okay, well. Okay, let's look in the bathroom again. Can you look at the words again? No. Okay. Well. What else do I have to do? I feel like that's everything, right? Might as well be. Shoot. I done looked everywhere. I haven't
Talk to everyone.
I think I have. Fumi's gone. Byakuya and Leon are here. Obviously, I didn't talk to Junko. I talked to Toko. I talked to Chihiro. I talked to Celeste. I talked to Hina. I talked to Sakura because she's in my room. Leon, talked to him. Hiro, talked to him. Who's this? Fumi. He's in the trash room still.
Check the laundry room.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, check the laundry room. See if there's anything. Did it say someone took it itself? Someone might have tampered with something. Is there anything at all? Washing machine. Man, this camera, hey, that is. Okay, nothing. Magazine. Swimsuit hanging out of the driveway. Okay, so there's nothing there. Where is the security room? I wonder if I can see. Oh wait, the tape. I have her key, right? Yeah, I have her key. Where's her tape at? She must have thrown it in the trash. Threw the one thing in the trash can. Yep. Did she might be directing the page for it? Check it out anyway. Sorry, something to be about this TV. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. In the area, yes. I knew I was missing that DVD. I forgot about it. All right. Let's see what she saw on the tape that made her so afraid. The AV room is over here. Yeah. All right. Let's play the tape. Where's Junko's at? We should have stole hers too. Should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen for the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then the image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. Standing on stage front and center was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friend she said that had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I come to despise so much began to float out of the speaker.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band.
What's the name of the band?
For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Oh lord. Suddenly the screen went dark. In the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oh!
Nah.
What the? Oh, he killed Sayaka. Disappeared from the stage, just now in the ruins. But what I noticed, what I even noticed more than that, is the figures of the other girls who had simply collapsed. Oh, they don't.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Oh, that was her motive. That wanted the video cut off. Oh, that's terrible. What? That wasn't real, right? They're super famous popular. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say that he was able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone on the outside world was going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Oh lord, is it time for the trial?
As I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
I can hear the echo on your mic. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go.
Oh, shoot,
You
let me
know
turn
where I
around.
have to go. With red door on the first floor. Oh, this. Oh, this was locked before. Oh shoot!
Yo, ready, Mikado? We were waiting for you, all of us.
That's a bad look for me. I bet you were afraid.
Why is he telling me like that?
I don't know, bro. I bet you were afraid to
Right,
discover as the
stop.
murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just. Save that for the class trial, woman.
Wow.
There we can always know the details of Mikado's crime.
Makoto.
Mikado's crime.
Even Taka? Come on, dude. They're really convinced that I did it, but I have the evidence, though. I didn't do it. Me and Sakia both know all that too well. But then who is the killer? Obviously, Leon finna piggyback on that mug. The one who murdered Sayaka is really one of us. It's definitely not Kyoko. We can rule her out. It's not Hina. She was in the kitchen. It's not Hifumi. 'cause
Is
he was
everyone
asleep.
here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the
It's not.
courtroom,
It's definitely not Kyoko.
where all your fates will be
It's not Hiro
decided.
either. He's too
I'll meet
airheaded
you
for
all
that.
down there. I'll be waiting.
Oh, he's pulling up for it.
Byakuya doesn't have an alibi. Nobody has an alibi except Hina, Hifumi, Hiro, and even Kyoko don't have an alibi. But I don't know. I don't think she would. Okay, what are we supposed to do? What I guess we're supposed to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes,
Good
indeed.
idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, I'm not scared. This isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said before, it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to the grips with the truth. I don't know what that said. Hold on. I think I said that right. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. Y'all, Buckeye Brownie's about to drop their next brownie line tomorrow. Decide if I'm gonna buy it or not. Didn't need someone else to tell me that. If that mug say strawberry lemonade, they got it. And Sayaka's on it. I swear I find out who the real killer is. So I raise my voice and try to give myself courage. I turn trembling with anticipation toward the elevator. With each step forward, I feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. With everyone else already on the elevator, when I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. Okay, hopefully everyone's gonna be talking. A steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when the time has finally come.
Oh,
This is a big elevator. Rather than
That
that,
looks huge.
is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further to the bowels of the school. How deep is the school? Let's use some air.
It's like a Hollywood movie set. Right?
Sorry.
Shit.
Not even close. It's total shit, bro.
well now.
Okay. I'm gonna find you find if you get the hell down.
Yoo-hoo!
Hurry up now.
Alright, chill. We did what we said and we found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was up to everyone to see It was set up so everyone that could see everyone else. What seat? There's no seat. You're just standing. Which also meant to be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease until anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Look how everybody looking at each other. Leon's sweating. Look at him. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. This dude's spilling out a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Good lord, how many times are you gonna say deadly? Oh, save the data, yes. Yes. Open e-handbook. What? Pre-trial prep, set skills. What?
Oh, this like Phoenix Ace Academy, bro.
It increases damage to opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during the bullet time battle. Cost. Okay. Allows you to reload 2 bullets at once, effective during the bullet time battle. Cost 4. Okay. And then e-handbook. Okay, let me look at my treat bullets. Monocle file, evidence of struggle, replica sword sheath, switching rooms, toolkit, lint roller, the broken wrist, finger, message, door frame, doorknob, door plates, kitchen. Okay, we got a bunch of evidence though. We got 18 things of evidence, so I think we good. Oh god. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Okay.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Fucker, shut your dumb
Don't
tail
be a
up.
goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
I haven't heard her say a sentence like that the whole time.
What's
She
going
barely be
on
talking.
with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Oh god.
Okay.
Can we just
but
kill him?
What about that
Just
other
kill him.
empty seat?
I'm finna
There
tell him
were only
Monokuma full of
15 of us
nachos and
to
he's
begin
finna put his
with,
hands
so
on him.
why are there 16 seats?
16 seats.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that
So
about
there's
does
some-
it for the preamble. Get ready to
So
get
there was supposed to be 16
started.
students then?
First up is the case summary. Now,
I guess
let the
so.
class trial
So there was only
begin.
15 of us when we went in. So that means
Somebody
whoever the
gonna
missing student is probably behind all this then. Or they, I don't know. It's about to get in the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, well, I will have to be ready to speak up about everything, because this isn't just about me, it's everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. I almost hit not at all because it was at the top. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During the discussions, characters will speak at one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is you have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim and then fire with the triangle button. Pay attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the option button during these arguments, review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh lord, this is timed? Oh, shoot. Wait, what?
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Okay.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Wait, no.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I missed. Bro, I forgot the question. I forgot how do you. Oh my gosh. Go back. I can fast
I
forward.
assert that the one who was murdered
And the murder took place
In the bathroom, so it seemed the killer must have taken her by surprise. She didn't even have a chance
Right
to
there.
resist.
No.
No, that's wrong.
There you go. Break.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Duh, between her and the killer.
Between
Stupid.
Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
I feel like my accent for her is on point.
The
Not gonna
killer
lie.
followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
She sound like Dracula Orb.
That much should have been
You know,
obvious
you know.
after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Aw, don't make her feel bad. I hate
so
Byakuya,
what's
bro.
next?
Look at her. Look at your hero, man.
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Does he have to be next to me? Does he have to be? You need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. A knife. How do I load up the bullets? Make your argument. Here's your knife. Okay.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
So is everyone blind? They
Without a
just
doubt,
can't see.
that is the murder weapon.
They can't just see that
So
it's
the
a knife.
killer used some random knife they had on her.
No, they didn't.
No, that's wrong.
No, it's wrong.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
I've heard his voice before. His voice is familiar. Whoever's voice actor is.
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Look, he's trying to piggyback.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more
calm down,
proof do you
Makoto.
need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our
If
arguments.
I was the killer, why would I
Otherwise,
be?
what's the point of the
Why
trial?
would I be going so hard trying to solve the murder? I would just. Okay, whatever.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I get why
I
you're
don't
trying
think
to
that's
speed
true
up.
at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
I nailed his voice too, boy. She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know that I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about the non-self base. Yes. Please tell me. You can concentrate by holding down the R1 button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down. You pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it will steady your aim, making it easier. Okay. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. The focus can recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No time to rush. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. So do I get to switch out the bullets, or... Okay, I'm
So I guess
assuming
there's
I
no
will.
question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But
Okay.
where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. When nobody was in the dining hall.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Oh, well, yeah, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night. Sweet tea, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared? Oh, wait, sorry. You're saying the knife disappeared while you're drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly
I don't know why
clear,
I gave her. I feel like
the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Even if that's not her actual accent.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
Why is she wearing a knee brace?
She's a
swimmer. That looks more like a volleyball fit.
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there
He
the
could've just
entire
killed
time.
Hina.
In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Hina lucky she ain't get killed, bro.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Only a simp would fall for a deal like that. Hifumi.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops. Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife.
So that clears me.
So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
Celeste looks scary.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
Okay.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
Oh, they besties.
I
Gal
hate to have to
pals.
ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Whoa! Hold on! You was doing what? They was doing what?
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
Mm-hmm.
Which means
Wasn't thinking
we have
right. You was
airtight
thinking.
alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned rooms.
If that was true, then no one could kill each other at night.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Oh, Taka, that's a girl.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility.
Oh,
right,
shoot,
Hina?
bro. This dude Taka, man.
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the
He's
dining
about
hall
to
while we
tweak
were
on her.
there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone's not here. Who you talking about? So either with Saki or Junko.
Sayaka.
Oh, Sayaka.
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took a knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility.
Okay, so she always talked about how she wanted self-defense.
And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. but most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her and she was killed with it?
Yes.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
That puts it right back on me, too.
See? He did do it after all.
And here she go, backing up her... God, bro. I hate a pick-me man.
No, you're wrong. So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Yeah, I got his voice right, too.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
This dude's stomach is the size of the sea. If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. They don't understand. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's
Hold
gonna
on.
die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear about it? No. I mean, yes. Oh, shoot. Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. What? Complete the phase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim and then press the triangle button to shoot the desired text. If you shoot the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence engaged. If this engage rings in, you run out of time, you will fail. Well, then good luck, have fun. Something that should have been in the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. What was in the scene? My key? What? Samir, what? It's 4 letters. I. Oh shoot. What? Oh, hair. Hair. Is the answer's hair? Cause the lint rolled. Okay, yeah.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene.
What is this, bro? What is this post Makoto head, bro? You are not cold.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Look at Leon sweating, bro.
His eyes.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
She's smirking and defending me too. Thank you.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The door, the knob. Cruises. The knob, the doorknob. The doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob that opens the door, hero.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it...
In trying to bypass the lock,
Oops, I
they
accidentally
ended up
skipped your
nearly
dialogue.
removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
Duh.
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
I'm gonna say no at first, but that's what's the key? What is that key point here? The more to learn about non-subdivision, or yes. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially a lie or one contradiction. Oh, there's only one in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you say are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and that only when you fail to refute what they said, but you also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. But not this important, because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well, good luck in that one. But they're making you work for this mug. Okay. Pay attention. Bathroom door frame. Okay.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Right.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Okay, that's true.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Right.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
Okay.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
That's true.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
Nope. No.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
I want to know what Sakura had to do to get that gnarly scar on her face, bro.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was
She's like
stuck.
Akuma.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Important detail about the
Main place was switch.
something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked, which means the important detail the killer known was crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Thank you. Everyone's starting to come around. That's what I've been trying to
Okay,
tell you.
then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Bro, someone get him out my courtroom.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something.
for serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you.
Wow.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Why she did
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes.
He broke
How
the,
did the
well, he
killer
couldn't
get inside?
broke the door down.
Maybe
locked you.
Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible,
Then
right?
she wouldn't have been able to get in her
I don't
room.
think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone
Yeah, I'm
picked
saying
the
someone
lock?
picked the lock.
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the
Oh,
locks are all
I don't
unpickable.
remember that.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They
does that
could
mean?
have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Your place is in a Planet Fitness.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
The reason that there's no way Sayaka invited her killer into the room is because we made a promise. I already have the answer. Is it because we switched rooms? Because we second room before she began fighting. No. Bathroom doorway, trash duties, It's got. Wait, no. No, it's got nothing to do with it. Nah, it's because we switched rooms, right?
I got it! Because
I'm wrong.
Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in
Oh
the
yeah,
first
because she was already
place.
scared. Yeah, so she wouldn't open the door. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing
I'm
what
talking
she'd
like
been
a
through,
like
I just
fine
can't
print
believe
dude.
she
You know
would
what
have
I'm talking
opened the
about?
door for anyone.
Fine print dudes. Crazy.
We are not responsible for any stabbing, nausea, dizziness. Side effects may include nausea, dizziness, heart attack, and death. That dude. Knowing what she'd been through, I can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
So you get killed instead.
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
See my room. Check the nameplate. Make sure you don't get the room wrong, okay? Sayaka. Oh!
Crazy.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top
She
sheet with
tried
a
to
pencil.
set me up!
And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
Yeah.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
But of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
She... In that note, Sayaka wrote
But
it.
why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Get this dude out of my court!
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Of course, here we go.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I have to refute it? Oh, Lord. Okay. Dorm plate. No name place. Okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong.
Is that right?
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Samir, do you know what that means? She switched the nameplates before we got in the room.
She was prepared then.
Or maybe she didn't. Maybe I'm
switched
tweaking.
the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right? Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The Sayaka?
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the name.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
So she... Oh.
What? Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone...
Well, so was she trying to kill Leon?
We first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there
He's
in the
saying
room,
them words
yes?
so hard.
Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me.
I'm not
there was
gonna
a
finish this all the
replica
way.
sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
I'm gonna have to put this is 3 videos.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself.
I'm not editing these at all. I'm only editing the first one because I was away from my console.
It seems
like,
pretty likely that the killer
like a
used
minute.
it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
We decided we were going to fake sword because the sword sheath?
Shoot!
Ah, shoot. Okay, no. We decided we were going to fake sword because There was gold. Oh, there's gold on her wrist. There was gold on her wrist.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
When I say, I want this dude off my judges panel now. Ooh, I hope he died next, bro. And we'll let it Sayaka's death. That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? How much do I need to learn? I'm not gonna remember none of this. Are you gonna use these non-stop debates? Kinda. Starting with the next debate, you'll start loading multiple. Okay, this is what I need to know. Just like with response, only one of these truth bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you have to combine the right truth bullets with the right response to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, it'll damage your influence gauge. You can press the L1 button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Release the L1 button to cycle through. Press and release the L1 button to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down the L button and select a special bullet. By the way, the last is set to kind fewer bullets will load in the cylinder. For our purposes, oh, then good luck, have fun. Bruh, he said it to mean good luck. I set this mug to mean. Oh lord. Okay, let's do it.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. Sword-based sneak attack.
No.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Okay.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Wait, repeat that again? Is that... No. What Hero said was wrong.
Culprit, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
That, right?
No, that's wrong.
What if I'm wrong, bro?
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See?
Did you see how
there's a gash?
Alright, y'all. We're gonna cut that one short because we're running out of time here. So we're definitely gonna have to make another video. That's 3 videos in one night. That's gonna be a pain to edit. But the thing is, I'm not gonna edit the thing. Okay, I told y'all I'm not editing jack squat with this game. It's such a simple game. I don't have to edit anything really because it wouldn't make much sense for me to edit much. So we're gonna end that here. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.